Have you ever gotten to a point in life where you find it so hard to accept where you are right now? And if that's what you're feeling right now, you might find this episode related to you. But it's just something that I've been thinking about lately. That we keep on replaying the past. Sorry for the background noise. I'm in my cars and in the parking lot. And it's a busy intersection. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that today. Is the thing that we always look for in the past or the future. Something that out of our reach. To make it easier to understand. Bitcoin. You know Bitcoin? Have you ever think of it and be like, man, I wish I bought it back in the day. I wish I bought a bunch of Bitcoin back in 2010, 2000 or something. Only if I bought those Bitcoins back then, my life would have been so much better now. I wouldn't be suffering and going through all this shit. And life would have been so much better now. Right? And that's what I'm trying to accept and trying to work through, because there are many things in our life that we have to go through, and most of it are just things that we wish we could have done differently. Only if we make a different choice, a different decision, things would have been so much better. And it all come down to regrets of the past, of what was and what never really happened, things we wish could have been better. Like, it just always something out of our reach, and it's so hard to live with it, especially when it comes to, relationships and financial decisions and friendships. And I think you can find it in anything that we do in life. Only if I did that, things could have turned out better. And we always look at that side of things, but never really look at the other way around. If I had bought Bitcoins back in the day, I would have been rich right now. Maybe I would have been hanging out in my yard in the middle of the ocean or something. And then I could have encountered a hurricane or something and then dies out there. I could have died 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But I don't know that. I never really thought of that. And I only think of what could have been, but never really think of the worst thing that could have been. And I don't know about you, but for me, I find it so hard to accept where I am, to accept the relationship that I'm in, the financial situations, life circumstances, any of it, anything that I have control over. I find it so hard to accept because I keep on thinking of what could have been, all of the regrets, things I could have done better. Things I could have done better. I find it so hard to believe that things happen for a reason. Everything is meant to be. But sometimes life make you think the other way around. Really. Sometimes things happen and it make you wonder, feel like this is meant to be. Feel like God or the universe or a higher power out there that is setting this off. That this thing would happen to me at this exact moment. And it feels so meant to be. But you can only think of it that way when lives go right. But then when things go wrong, when shit hit the fans, you couldn't help but to think of, gosh, I could have done it better. I could have had some more courage and asked her out more properly. I could have said things differently. And maybe she would have changed her mind. Or something like that. It's so hard to accept the reality for what it is. And something about that different reality, that way of thinking, oh gosh, only if I stuck with my plan, only if I did what I said I was gonna do, things would have turned out so much better. I know I keep on repeating myself, but it is so hard to sit here and be like, I'm loving my life. Life's great. Yes, even though I just quit my job or got fired or lose monies or got kicked out of the house or heartbroken and stuff, like any of that. And how are you expecting me to feel okay, to be, things are meant to be. I'm okay. In the middle of all these chaos. And that is what I'm trying to learn to accept and live with. Because when you think of regrets, things that you wish never happened, or you wish that would happen but never turn out the way you want, it's hard to sit here and be like, I'm perfectly fine, even when everything is crumbling down all around you. That's why I talk about this so much, to think of, what if things could have been so much worse? What if things work out just the way you want it to be, but then the things that happen later after that become one of the worst things that could ever happen to you, but you don't see it because it never happened. You can only see the good, but never the bad. It's like, what if things work out between you and her, and now you don't have any regret anymore? But then, what if things work out between me and her, but then something else even much worse happened? I got into an accident, or because different things happen to you, then essentially different path is gonna show to you. You get what I'm saying? It's like even just one tiny bit that change. Like imagine, let's say me and her worked out, so now we're gonna be going on date and stuff. So like my life path is gonna be completely different from where I am right now. And maybe I'm not even gonna be sitting here talking about this episode. Instead, I'm probably going out and stuff with her, and imagine, I'm not saying anything's bad gonna happen, but I'm saying, what if things work out that way, but then when I go home by myself, I ran into a drunk driver, and then ended up losing my legs, and now I'm handicapped. Now I have to live on a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Only when you lost both your legs and you'd be sitting on that wheelchair and you'd be like, gosh, I wish things never worked out. I wish those things never happened. Then I wouldn't be driving on this road at this time of the day and running into this moron. And I wouldn't be losing my legs. It's like there is an alternate, a parallel universe out there. The guy, a version of me that broke their legs and sitting on the wheelchair. That guy on the other side of the parallel universe thinking right now, fuck, I wish things could have been different. I wish things never worked out. Then I wouldn't be losing my legs. And here I am, living that exact life the other guy is wishing for. And here I am, making it seem like this is the end of the world. My life sucks. Why nothing's working out? Why do I keep on making bad choices? Why am I keep on fucking up? And here I am, living that life that a different version of me is wishing to have. And I'm finding it hard to have any kind of gratitude towards it. Because things are easy said than done. I can just say, oh yeah, have some gratitude for what you have. Because what you have now is someone else's wishes. Someone would kill to be in my shoes right now, to having the life that I have right now. And here I am, being a little bitch about it. Being a little bitch about it. Isn't that depressing? So maybe, I don't have it all figured out. Maybe I'm fucking it up. Not where I want to be yet. But have you ever heard that song Vienna by Joe, I forgot his last name. But in the song, one of the lyrics, part of the lyric, it say, you can't be everything you want until your time. And maybe it's because it's not my time yet to have these things that I want. It's not my time. So let it be. Relax, breathe, and live today even though things went wrong, things went south. But you're still here. You're still living. And what is more important is that you still have your legs, buddy. You still have your legs. You just don't realize it until you lose it, until you have to go through it. And then you'll be like, fuck, I wish I had my legs back. And here you are having your legs. It's like we're living a second chance. But we just don't know that we're all living that second chance. And that's the tricky part. Right? Isn't that the tricky part? It's to realize that out there somewhere in a different timeline, you lost something so precious to you, but now you have it and you take it for granted. I'm not talking about just your legs, but your family, your mom, dad, sister, brother, anyone who you love, or the things you have now, the life you have, you still breathing. And I know it's hard. It's so hard to say all these things and be like, I'm just gonna ignore all of my problems. I'm just gonna ignore all of the things that went wrong. And yeah, and I'm just gonna go and have a good day. It's not really how it works. That's not how it works. We all knows that. We all know that. And that's a hard part of life. You just have to learn to live with the uncertainty. Have to learn to live when things go wrong. And you learn how to dance with the rain through the storm. And one day you look back and you be like, fuck, I went through that, and I had what it takes to stick around, to keep on going, even when it's hard, even when the days feel like it's just nothing but darkness, and you kept on going. And if you are, right where you are in life, and just like, going through that sort of feeling, thinking that your life could have been so much better, or could be so much better. But what if it was all meant to be? And you won't ever be everything you want until your time. And right now it's not your time. So what with the rush? What with the need of trying to figure it out, to have it all together? Why not just relax and breathe? And look around and find the beauty. The beauty in everything that you're seeing right now. The smell, the air. If you're driving right now, like me, just be grateful that you have a car to drive. Not be grateful, but more like, the beauty of just living. Like you're literally a conscious mind in a meat suit. Yeah. You're moving your body. You're making choices. You're making decisions, and you're just doing things. It's just crazy, isn't it? If you really think about it. Like we're with this conscious mind that moving this body and doing things to it. It's fucking crazy. Like what is all of this all about? What is all of this? It's crazy. Very. But yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Just chill. And it's okay. It's okay if you suck. It's okay if you don't have anything figured out. And I've been telling myself, your podcast is dog shit. You're literally speaking broken English. Who the fuck would want to listen to this? Seriously. Tell me, seriously. It's embarrassing. Why are you posting this shit? And all these insecurity, all these doubts, they keep on popping up. And that's the reason why I haven't been really keeping up with this podcast. But you might see me posting every day, but I don't really do that. It's just I do a lot of episodes and ahead of time, so I have time to take breaks and catch up. But it just like my need of approval, I have to be impressive. I have to be good enough to do things, but sometimes you don't have to. You can still suck and just keep on doing it. Just like me. Dog shit. Even ChatGPT tell me my podcast is dog shit. Well, not dog shit, but it's very, very repetitive and depressing. Who would want to listen to it? But you know what? Fuck ChatGPT. It can have its own opinions, and I don't care. I would do whatever I feels like. And whatever happen. Whatever comes, will comes. And just do whatever you like. Whatever make you feels good. Then do it. Okay? Yeah? Okay? Yeah? Oh no, it's past 20 minutes. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.